いしょ。文字レベルアップしないと。
どう
to rest his soul. But his methods...
They've had nothing but scraps for
situation.
Baby, the sex is fine. In the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who took me kids. Baldur, you should do the same. Last thing you have is to let those guys
Oh, hold on. They let in another horde of refugees this morning. Safe for work. When's it gonna stop?
What do you remember?
Why?
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
This entire place practically vibrates with a familiar, excitable magic. You feel your patron giggle from afar. It's fey magic.
Ah, フェイってあれか。妖精か。ランタンかなんかに入ってた。あいつか。
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here.
This entire place practically vibrates with a familiar, excitable magic. You feel your patron giggle from afar. It's fey magic.
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances.
入れない。
Move along. No circus for you.
You feel your patron bristle with 1,000 briars at the rejection. It places some barbed words on your tongue. A weapon, should you need it.
お、説得できるし。威圧もできるな。客の支援。まずい。入ってきた。
Oh, forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Anything of use? I want to have a word.
You know what you need? A ripper of a ballad. Prepare your heart. Nay, your very soul.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
I say you'd better start looking for your true love because it's not me.
嫌がってる。
Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Then Akabi pities you. Begone!
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. is nice. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
なんもいいの持ってない。
Bye bye.
You've seen him twice already,
Oh, that's it. Make love to the air skellies.
Every sail, Papa Seti. Seti. Papa sells good things.
Bet I can crack that open.
うわ、棺の中に人が入ってる。違うな。宝箱の中に人が入ってる。取得できない、重すぎる。これか？なんか棺なのか。こいつゴミしか売ってなかった。
Lots of times. Yes, I has lots of stuffs. Just.
ドリル号が死んでる。
Should mind my step. On my way. Let's see what this does. What's up for discussion?
Ah! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me. These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
I think he looks fine.
The beast ignores you, her eyes locked on the crowd. While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it. You see a tidal wave of hate and violence in her eyes. Before she turns away, she will attack and kill at the first opportunity.
あらあら。
It jams shut, trapping her within. Teeth bared, the creature is near rabid in his bloodlust. You can tell only one.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
God, I hate clowns. I'm not even sure clowns like clowns.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
A prickling hum runs through your very being. Your patron does not trust this clown. Not one bit.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
若い手に妖精の目を通してなんたらなんたら。25。
20引かなくて。
20引いても無理じゃね？
いや、20引くとクリティカル成功。強制成功。
いや、さすがに無理か。インスピレーション残しとくか。
You stare, but glean no ill intent from the clown. Perhaps the makeup just threw you off.
Come now! Don't be a cowardly Connie. Perhaps you need a little encouragement. Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy here might think you don't like him. A round of applause for the stalwart heart. Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special? No. I don't care about your special friends. I'm talking about you. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate.
こいつあれじゃね？女じゃね？
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for
絶対そうだ
you.
わ。
Praise the absolute.
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
まずい。戦闘かこれ。戦闘だ。うわ、さっきの檻1個閉じ込めたけど、もう1個閉じ込めてくれたみたい。
そこにいるやつは全員的な。
濃いね。一般市民が巻き込まれそうだよこれ。
Is this part of the show?
一般市民が死んじゃうな。どうしようかな。そっか、動力が足んない。一般市民殴ってるやついるな。あいついかん。結構中立のやつに戦いに来てるのかこいつは。戦ってくれそうだな。 ベルゲンガーなんだ、それ。よけろ、一般市民。吹き飛ばせそうだ。ピエロはいいけど、飛ばしてくか。変身に待ち伏せてなんだ。ベルゲンガー。て。死んだ？
You were witnessed assaulting someone.
何？
You're headed for the cells.
なんかの攻撃が当たったのか。
いや、多分そうだよね。なんか、あれか、後期ダメージの拡散みたいなのに食らってたよね、多分。ちょっと早まらないでくれ、今のは。人物見量15ね。まあこれはつけといて、巻物あるじゃん。1個しかない。人物見量1、2、3、4、5選べんの？ある意味、呪文スロットを使うのか。なんで違うんだこれ。テイク与える目標が1レベルごとに1つ。あ、1個しかできない。じゃあ、1できましょう。いけ！うわ、いかないー。インスピレーション、これは、さすがに。さすがに。もうないけど。 決めてくれ、頼む。よしよしよし。クリティカルだ。
You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't
俺
be
持
so
続ダメージでもう一
lucky.
回来たら泣くわ。
No time to waste.
はい、回復でセーブしとこう。小休憩して、
A welcome rest.
セーブしとこう。まったく、
What to do?
危ないぜ。
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. It's a pleasure, darling.
そいつ仲間にする
I
か。
thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. If that's your idea of fun, darling, you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Huh. I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my Dribbles. You won't be disappointed. That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Hmm? Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
How much farther can I go? I need a quick word.
Will the wheel of wonders dub you worthy?
Oh, Dribbles. My wife is heartbroken. Those two would chat from dawn until dusk. Such friends they were. But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer such as yourself would cheer her up. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it.
大したもん持ってねえな。
Nothing caught your... Ah, the advent... Oh, my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when they're...
高すぎる。5000円はこんなやつに払ってやれんな。
Dribbles is dead! Joyous news! He was most irritating. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders is better than any clown. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one.
This isn't coin, it's paper.
Oh, how could Madame Lucretius let this happen? And what are you doing here? Ad!
How could this happen? To Dribbles? To my home? Can't believe we had to rely on a stranger to save us. No offense.
Oh, Dribbles. My wife... Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it.
It would be most pleasing to sleep in those.
My dad said I'm not allowed.
Saying they were big.
I don't care how big they were.
In the name of the crying one, have mercy. I don't want to leave.
I know, sweetie. It will be safe in the wilds. Whatever it takes.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouse to...
Pigeon feathers. Maybe from one of the postmaster's birds.
Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treat-o?
The Duke, Ravengard. I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
We have the Duke's friend.
We would never hurt
For the good of them.
ブリブリしていた。
Tread him. Never seen one in the flesh before.
You notice the Tressum guards a shining ring and stack of letters at its feet.
系の動物使い。これが一番そうですか。20。いや、もう一発勝負しかできない。ダメだ。
You dive forward but miss the ring entirely. The Tressum
猫じゃないの
flies
か。
away and the ring disappears with her.
逃した。
ピエタイと手当て。
Don't suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet? Yes, fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief.
$352か。
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
死んでた？
Oh dear. Dribble's flesh is near torn asunder. Poor thing was most certainly alive when he was hacked up. Well, that just means this treasure hunt is all the more challenging. Toddle on, darling. There's more of Dribbles to find.
あれ？終わってないか。また探さなきゃいかんのか。
全部見つけなきゃいけない。
At least let the children in. We've had nothing but scraps for days. Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Balder's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one?
2円か。死んでもらうか。
Excellent.
ゴミかもしれない。
You enjoy that one, all
ま
right?
あまあまあ。
It's really gory. There must be something.
どれだもらったの。これか。あ、なんかちゃんとしてる。ちゃんとしてるわ。これ渡すわ。ちゃんとしてるこれ。おじいの大魔法玉の巻物の下に置いたわ。ちゃんとしてるわ、この。びっくりした。
ゴミ渡された。
内容はゴミだけど。
Please, my son. He's only a boy.
この子供のためだけになんかちゃんとしたテクスチャーが用意されてる。
Can't let you in.
Take it somewhere else. My hands are full.
怒ってるじゃん。我々が何をしたっていうの。
Access confirmed. Proceed at will.
なんこれ。
I think. I heard he's a good man.
Nick coin.
Sleeping in the gutter. And that
maybe I should... No, this is good.
Bloody gnomes. Think they can get away with anything. Neelikers threw explosives at the Steel Watch. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. Good. Sniff 'em out. Gut 'em clean.
Oh.
Keep Baldur's
ちゃんと
Gate
ハート反
safe.
対してる。
Bring the head back here when it's done. I'll be around.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not... What do you want to know? They cut off his hand.
No traps, please.
You got the gnome leader's head?
気が変わったノームは殺しないことにする。
Then you're no friend of the... No matter. I'll find...
Honestly.
Well, I did. Which means we're getting a real room. Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation.
Hear me. Jares's caress also has finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
何も持ってない。
Come back soon.
Here we go.
And all round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if the
I'd probably break his nose.
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you.
隠れ商人いるじゃん。商人マークついてないの。うわぁ、何も売ってねえ。あ、日差しのポーション。
Pleasure doing.
I think the master plans to expand this territory. Candle club. Maybe even art.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Killer on the loose, cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarp her too. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Music and all round pleasant folks.
And if a piece put a member of
Doesn't
stock.
make any sense. I'd probably break his.
Here we're when you've met the drought. They're twins.
Father, give me strength.
Oh, we're not queuing for Shures's caress.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
I put it on especially for you.
The lips, the tongue. This needs.
I got it.
He's a
What's in here?
Hear me. Shures's
caress isn't
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. So the critics have said of Faerun's greatest masterpieces. I'm not so cold-hearted, nor so short-sighted.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat.
Compass point.
If my innate desires make me disturbing, then I proudly claim the title. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
The corpse remains silent.
Shures's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. Dancing, dinner,
Maybe I need more pockets.
If you had any.
Word to the wise. Give that. Let me show you.
It's perfect for a shirt. You told me the armor was a bargain. Yes, darling, it's very...
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that telephone. Tried and tested by yours.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Even if you had it, what?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Let's see.
If not over, if you had any...
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word. and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The Hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? You trust him more than you trust the Emperor.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. I won't stop you, but time is running out, so don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do.
Oh.
Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother, please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass, it will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Yes, but only because of the parasite. This would be true freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tadpole required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. Well, it might be. And there's only one way to find out. I have to know. I have to face him. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Give me strength.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything. Open up. Might be useful.
Told me the armor was involved.
Whatever's behind that lock, it's being watched closely. Best to step away.
My mate. It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip on her foot.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Does this thing with her whip on her foot and
Almost painfully so.
Nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Shures's caress is a...
Enjoyed it.
I
had no time to waste. Agents and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
These boots have seen everything.
Leather-like. Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
I should speak up.
I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew buying something so simple would take the bones of a day?
I'd love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
Calms, guys.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on.
Another click. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Time. Oh, my heart.
Let's have a look.
Enjoyed it. I'd love to see one of them in a fight.
give it a shot.
How long do the effects last?
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingy? Aye, it's all right. Well, we.
Can't keep me out.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm missing. I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
This calls for careful footwork. Best get in and out. What's hiding here? Moving ahead. Couple turns should do it. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, that's just insulting. I am an investigator, you know. But I'm off the clock. And this is Devella's pet project. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
怒ってるじゃん。
Let's go to Calm's Gulls.
お、こっちに出てきたぞ。こっち側に来たぞ、象の半端者みたいな。 ゃんと移動してやがる。こっちにはまだなんか2つクエストのマークが。厳格な師匠フィノンを探す。
They might have something we've forgotten. I'll know it when I see it. They won't care about this list.
We're getting a real.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around?
There's some seafood here.
Brothel? Pleasure house?
Hear me out. Teresa's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Better not be cursed.
Onward, ever onward.
I know you have.
No time to rest. Time to press ahead. Don't want to draw any attention. Don't give me trouble now. Find a way forward.
You will when you bet the drought.
I just want somewhere warm and...
Oh, safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything.
Exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Hear me out.
Something's on my mind.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. You're damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in.
The bridge guard chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies, the landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Do a damn job around here.
You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Which means we're getting a real room. You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks. From what I...
And if a patron...
Stupid idea.
It has plenty of space.
Great! We can bung with 10 other people, and none of them have sticky fingers.
It will when you met the drown.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thing? You bonked your head, Reed. It's all right.
And safe.
You are safe, my love.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have. All I want is a...
Give me
Butter.
Good man.
Did you get some good gyronetic?
Let the man
Let's go to Calm's
That
Gardens.
watcher
That's
said,
the most
who are you?
fabulous send-off.
In a word.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not.
Put him up! Put him up! Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
I'd recommend...
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my
Seems like an
parents, remember?
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine lady?
Rices!
Your pleasurable destiny.
She has the most fab. It's perfect for a show.
See one of them in a fight.
You told me the armor was a Baldur.
astonished.
It's hard to find.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed. Wearing armor to meet my mother.
Stop. Now you've just sampled some of both. Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir? I must say, the wood panelling. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be
Yes, but they were
Right tool will do the trick.
To meet my mother and father.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Leave.
What does it feel like?
Well, you're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents.
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return any.
Give up a penny for a tour of the steel watch foundry.
Another person with you. As if any of us can be so fortunate.
Imagine.
Greeting. How may I be of service?
Your folks.
What's inside?
With my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Steel watch.
Greeting. How may I be of service? Short.
We've got the
Where it's just dinner with your folks.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Pure ecstasy. Good. Let them see you taking.
Yes, but they were gorgeous, which makes him the inventor.
Well, we should hit Rivington next. They might have some.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Pleasure doing. Maybe
Honestly.
the circus would be more.
It is you. Most definitely not.
Not everyone
There's that sweet mug. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
An adventurer supposed to do a job around here.
Of the oppressed.
And if a patron
Come to Baldur.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
死んでる。
It's identical to the one.
死体見つけた。
で、失敗した。
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my
ゴールドブラインド。
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
こはどこにいるかは知らなそうだな。そこ。
Ill-mater temple. Didn't see exactly who. Dwarf like me. Dresses in red.
The spell's power wanes.
回復のドワ
You can
ー
ask
フが
no more
もし込みたい。
questions.
赤い服のドワーフなんて探せばいっぱいいるのか。
All's well, I hope. Aside from.
So loud.
回復のドワーフ。
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns.
I'll
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down.
関係者か。
Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
The pangs of warrior cast often over Madame and Lyra nowadays. Do you think we've done something wrong?
We were having some troubles. Remember our vow to keep one of us safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
Enjoy the fiddling.
A guest. House of Wonders.
なんかこいついるな。
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's
召
heir.
喚にこいついるわ。こいつも召喚に来てた。全然使える。30のベテン要求されてる。いけ。よーし。危ね。
Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane? Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others. The silver sword. Take it.
お、なんかくれたぞ。
Wield it in
ギ
honor
スヤン
of
キ用のいい
Gith,
装
the
備じゃない
great
これ。
liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No, there is not.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
お、レジェンド武器来たよ。
レジェンド
お、魅力セーティング有利になるぞ。
とそうでしょ。じゃあギスヤンキーが持ってるわ。
あ、ギスヤンキー持ってればだ。ギスヤンキー用か。俺の武器契約したらどうなんだろう。使えんのかな。
そんな。
そう、習熟してない武器を装備できるようになるっていうスキルが、装備できるスキル発動できるようになるっていう。
条件としてできん。
ギスヤンキー。これが入ってるかどうかがわかんないか。あ、でも有利になる。で、有利になるがダイスを2個触れる。キャスターシートじゃん。装備はできてんだよな。あ、入ってるわ。ん？
起用される。
いや、これじゃ習熟だから。習熟別か。待って。 判断。どれだ。いや、これ入ってないな、多分。おじいが持ってみてよ、これ。ステータスが、それでステータスが変わるんだったら明確にわかる。一応その効果はついてんだけど、効果がついてるだけな気がしてきた。特徴か。特徴はつくんだけど、そのセービングスローボーナス上がる？つけると。上がってないな、でも。セービングスローボーナス。
別に上がってし
有利になるだけか。まあだから2つ触れるようになるってだけなのかな、これはもしかして。
気なみってみて精神ダメージ適用されるんじゃん。
てかそれもソウルブレイカー使えるんだ。
そうっぽい。
最強の技。ソウルブレイカー強いからな、めちゃくちゃ。
命中率低すぎて当たんないけど。
命中率低いんだ。
てかファイター、スキルの影響で落ちてる。
最強の敵をワンパンできる可能性があるんだけど。
The cucumbers have been taken from the pantry.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And no.
But don't worry, everyone.
I'm here. I won't let.
You've been pulling all nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind. On
Pleasure isn't just
Which means we're
physical.
getting a real.
It's a state of mind.
doesn't make any sense.
I want it a good
My faith will
rumble.
guide me. No time for dally.
Strength. Right. Hear me out.
Lord Enver Gortash, the people's man, the gate's protector.
Very well.
Almost pain.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Teresa's caress.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms.
Confuses me for a member of.
Good.
What does it feel like?
Actually, I have something to ask.
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built this deal.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
押してくれない。25。25ぐらいならいけるでしょ。
Ah.
2万円。
Yes, the Orphans Fund. You can pay me directly. I'll make sure to pass your gold to the orphans.
2万円も金ない。
I'm
Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation
気づかれずに抜ける道があるらしいですよ。
unnoticed.
左側の道は、
まあなんか行けるっちゃいけんだけど。
じゃあその近くにあっ
これセーブしといた方がいいな、絶対。なんか、無理やり行って、戦闘に巻き込まれる未来がめっちゃ見える。いるし、この奥になんか。左に抜けて、あ、左に抜けれるわ。階段あるわ。左に抜けれる階段が、ルートが用意されてるな。 なんかやられてる。なんだ何が来た。あれ、召使いみたいなやつの声か。
Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your line. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memory's bloodbag, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
やばい、そっちも化け物になりそうじゃん。
いいかもしれない。
内なる衝動が。
このまま変身して
The adventurer returns.
I'm way too big.
Nothing caught your eye?
I wonder what's past this.
ちょっとトイレ行ってきます。
The
villagers are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days. I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells. A pulseborn. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Mal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
Let's see.
Tempers are rising.
Oh.
Seems you've crossed the rock.
まずい。割れた。みんなパターンな。
に渡れた。
渡れた？
殺人の捜査だって。
なんで説得を極めてる俺が渡れなかったんだ。悲しい。普通に説得して渡りたかった。せっかくならね。
許可もらった。
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
So だとするとやばいかもな。
ゲーム視点ここにあった。やったらいけるでしょ。
あぶね、逃げれたわ。
I spoke to a witness
ちょっと一回休憩挟んでいい？
the house before the fire started.
危なかった。マジで。え？なんかいる。
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
あ、これ裏切り者のやつだ。
And still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies!
どこや？
I have only a moment, and you, Hashalak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
Yeah, この説得は使いたくねえな。
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Nice place you have here, little rabbit.
あのゴブリン村のやつじゃん。
Could use a few more trophies, perhaps.
あれ違
I'll
うか。
keep this short, or my absence will be noted. You need the Orphic hammer, and I know where you need to look. The House of Hope, our mutual friend Raphael's abode.
あ、こっから盗
There's a
んでもいいんだ、ハ
diaboless
ンマー。
named Halsik in the lower city. Find her, and she'll take it from there. I love a good hunt, and the best hunts keep things sporting. Besides, you freed me from the tomb. Forget I was ever here, but remember what I said.
支配されてたやつか。
See you around. Maybe.
あれ、あ、仲間になると思ったのに消えた。
Wonder if the
好
gods
きな
are
らここ
watching
に。
me.
あ、レイゼルが呼んでるよ。
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the undying queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
カンパも普通のダイスか。カンパできず。インスピレーション1回。
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tavki Nazin. Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. This sword represents a Githyanki's might. It is to be earned through trial and tribulation, not stolen. A single lie robbed me of my own achievement. Skwa! It is an ill-gotten prize. Yet, I mustn't refuse. The power of the blade cannot be understated. In this time of my people's greatest need, we must wield it still. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus. You should feel shamed by the lie you told to get it. But the silver is too pure to be tainted by simple deception.
Lae'zel gave a thorough description. You can't think of more you would add.
Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. To break Orpheus free, we will need the Orphic hammer. Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare. The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Gaich. Very well. This hammer, could it be? Yes, yes! This is how we will free the Prince of the Comet! This is the key Voss so ardently and courageously sought. That smug shkaketh of a devil stores it at his vaunted House of Hope. Our destination is clear, our mission undeniable. We must find a way into the House of Hope and retrieve the hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use it to smash Prince Orpheus out of his prison. Mother Gith, hear my promise. Your son will rise again. The Prince of the Comet will crush the Lich Queen Vlaakith and usher in the Age of Orpheus.
良ければ全てよしだな。そういうことか。こいつもイベントあったもんな。
We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
それだけ？あれなんかいね？誰？
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Hands on everything.
ボックスどこだ？ボックスは。
いや、ここ。
ああ、あったあった。
自分の姿消えてる。
ああ、でも商人にだから大したもんね。
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good.
最強の男は。
Oathbreaker.
Returning to your oath means your oath-sworn powers will return. You will be bound again by the...
Okay. 寝るとこはどこだい？ちょっと入ります。はい。あそこなんだ。そんなわら。なんだこれ。
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. Trying to guard us. The brain is restless, but I am distracted, and my lack of focus is endangering us. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
19時半ぐらいで一旦終わる感じで、もうちょい行くか。冷静でも敵対してないよね。一応敵対は離脱で逃げてきたけど。なんか、どっかでハンマーを取りに行けてたけど、それはまだないのか。
クエストが。
Something's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire.
この屋上死体だらけだったんだよね。機械に殺されたのか。
Give me trouble now.
なんか地下あるよ。
いけない。
牛。奇妙な牛じゃん。
I'm not paid to chat.
Something good here, I hope.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. I'm doing my job. You can win the shop elsewhere. Now, are you going to clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation. In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. And you don't, after all they've been through. And with the army of the Absolute at their backs. If you can't see it, I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to you.
プで入ってきちゃったから、この行動がマジわかんない。あ、
Lord
そうなった
Gortash is expected. Please make your way.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Indeed. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you cannot eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. Difficult to get a good day's trade done when I'm expected to keep watch for Shadowheart at the same time. Who knows when she'll finally turn up.
シャドウハーツ探してんだ、そいつ。なぜだ。
追ってじゃない。
いや、シャドウハーツだからあれじゃない。両親関係のあれじゃないの、きっと。追っ手はあいつでしょ？
こっちもあれ裏切ったから。
前の方ね。なんだっけ。シャアかなんかの。
写真。
じゃあ先に取引しとかないと。
Not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Let's rehearse. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Meaning that in the
Please make
games
your
of
way
gems
to
and
the
juice.
audience chamber. Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric felled, Orin proves treacherous. She craves the Netherstones for her own, desperate to impress Baal. She only cares for blood, and your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. He keeps his word, I keep mine. We will rule as one.
オーリンって誰だっけ、そもそも。
もう一人。
女のやつだっけ。
そう。
ここが敵対してんのか。
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord
一
Ender
番まともそう
Gortash,
な見える、今
swear
のところ。
I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
That would be rash. The guild are part of the fabric of the city. In their...
Thank the living gods. Gortash is here to protect us.
Exhausting as all that food kissing you've been doing.
Better. I almost believed you this time.
The people used to respect. Watch.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fifth.
This is the armory, not a blood trip. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Fine. Keep your boots on. That lot of use that. Nothing's gonna happen to us.
And
We'll
tell
tell
me
them what
what you
happened.
were doing in that
Yes, we broke
You've
down
been singing
the
that for
door.
ages.
Could have hired 2
I
dozen
spoke to a
more
witness who
fists
says
for
you
the cost
entered the
of that
house
thing.
before the fire started.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform.
This one is newly changed. Its body is weak. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
Help I am so hungry. We are new to our collective. My birth was difficult. The vessel fought hard. It left me weak. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. I shall be here, waiting for your return.
Curtail your sympathy. We wish to destroy the Elder Brain, not nourish its thoughts.
Hear me. Caress is caress.
This ends well.
And all round.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. For days.
Guild robbers taking past that checkpoint without inside the city. Do whatever it takes. If we get caught sneaking in.
That's
A few days in a jail cell.
Have you found some place we can wash our clothes yet? Speaking of great.
What are you? What am I sent? You are like...
This one, go on, just like you did.
Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. I can still taste. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. Be swift, kin.
19時半もあったし、そろそろ終わっとく？
Said you'd do whatever it takes.
Before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
宝箱あるよ。いて。
Best avoid that trap.
173円しかない。よし、手下はとこう。